Hey everybody, it's Sean, and today I have another Fallout video. Don't know why Kate just ran up and got directly in my face. But yeah, as you can see, I'm about to do a settlement video. It's gonna be my first settlement video. So the first settlement I want to show off is Sanctuary. Now, usually I would use my first playthrough, the one I started this game with, but that one is kind of corrupted. There's nothing I can do. I have all the DLC and a lot of Creation Club, as I said before, on there, so that no longer works. So I'm gonna show my new Sanctuary build with my latest character. Now, for this build, I wanted it to be more thematic with the theme of Fallout and Fallout 4. I wanted it to be how you say different. Wow, okay, well, that was different. We got cows or Brahmin flying out of the sky, one of those glitches where the stuff like that teleports. They guess called itself fast traveling, but that's besides the point. So as you can see, I'm recording this basically live. There's not gonna be any edits in here, so if you hear me sneeze and stuff like that, I kind of got a cold, so this is gonna be what it's gonna be. So I did get started by turning around, and you can see I've taken a route from this bridge, and you can also see Red Rocket. I haven't really done anything over there, but I'll show that off some other day. So now let's get started. Now, as you can see, the front of my Sanctuary Hills is a little out there. You can see some of my buildings, which I'm gonna go through and show you guys what's going on. See, as you can see, I have one torrent, rocket launcher torrent here. I wanted to put more, but at the time I couldn't build much. It didn't have the scrap or materials or whatever, so I built the one. There's others on the other side, as I will show you. And this little ramp way you can see right here, I was testing something and wanted to get off the ground, and the test failed, so I forgot to scrap that, and I'll get to her doing that in a minute. As you can see, I have another torrent here. I just put this here, heavy torrent here, and the first ones I don't really scrap them, I just keep them. You know, electricity go out, and then these other ones don't work anymore, so I need some that are independent from the electricity, so that's what's it. And then there's this. I have a video of me putting this together. It's online, but I haven't made it, I didn't publish it. I didn't think people, well, we about to go find one. I didn't want to, how you say, what was I saying? I didn't know people wanted to see that video. It was like, does anybody really care how I put it together? Channel's kind of new, and Fallout's about 4 years old now, and who really wants to sit here and watch a guy, or 3 years old, who wants to sit here and watch a guy build more stuff for a settlement? But yeah, you can see I have this glitch going on here. This is the first time I actually experienced this glitch. I heard other YouTubers talk about it and stuff like that, and I have never experienced this. This is the first time, and that I found very strange. You can see there's an elevator in this.
Don't much care for Good Neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
We're not in Good Neighbor, but yeah. As you can see, hopefully I can fix that. It's kind of annoying. And I turned off the hub for this, so yeah. Well, yeah, it looks like I can't use this. Well, good thing I made a backup plan. I'll probably delete this and rebuild it. But yeah, I have future plans for this thing here. These railroad carts and stuff. I got the pass-through electric pieces here looped around here, so I connected to my electricity, which I'll show you in a minute for those that care. Yeah, so I have a few plans. So I wanted to have this whole area different. I didn't want all the buildings to be, you know, generic buildings and stuff. I wanted to be like look like people just got a lot of scrap out there in the wasteland, drag it back, and then built this. Yeah, I guess it took, as you can say, a lot of Brahmins to carry these railroad cars. I have a barber somewhere around here. He's somewhere around here. I don't know where he's at right now. He's off in his own world, and I'll have to find him later. So yeah, nice views. I like to have views going on in my little settlements, so I can see things that are trying to attack. And if I have to come this way, I can get the high ground. And you just, as Obi-Wan told Anakin, you know, you really can't do anything once I got the high ground. I don't have to, you know, cut a Raider's legs off, some crap like that. So yeah, I'm looking, and I had this right here in the front, but kind of, you know, it kind of takes away from the whole cleanliness and the clean look in the front when you put a lot of crap in the front. You want it to be not presentable. It's the wasteland, but I don't want it too cluttered. Distract people from what it is I want them to see when I show off these settlements. So yeah, a little upstairs area. When my first one of these I built at Oberland Station, I had bars and things like that. It was more elaborate than this. It was kind of insane. I don't actually know how I built it. I'm actually surprised every time I see it. I'm like, oh wow. But I actually want this to be taller than this. That one's about 4 floors or whatever, but there's a build limit. And in that build limit, you really can't build any higher, so that's what I was stuck with. This place has a higher build limit from some of my other buildings you can see off in the distance. This is not as complete as I would like it to be, but for right now, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. It took me years to put that other settlement together, the other sanctuary for my first character, because I got the vanilla game, and then the season pass went on sale, so I got the season pass, and then all the other stuff came after. So you can see a lot of where I tried different things and had different types of buildings. They looked like they were different. Nothing was planned out. Everything was all over the place, and it looks natural. This, I wanted to be more of a city builder plan type thing. I already had ideas of what I wanted to be here, so I just set out to put some things together. And I used a lot of for those that know, a lot of the building plots that they originally had in Sanctuary Hills after you come back from out of the vault. So I think, let me see, I don't want to take a jump and die. I don't have any power armor on this guy, so yeah. I have a lot of
So where are we off to next?
provisioners. They come in back and forth and stuff. I want this to be like the central hub of the whole
Where did I put my script?
settlement. That's why it's open like this. I usually would cut it off because I don't want raiders and things like that coming back and forth, but I noticed that gets this whole area cluttered, and I really want to claim a lot of this for the settlers so they can have their own places to live, which is something I try to do. Now this is what I call the first outpost. It's kind of like the police or security station. I only have 3 security guards here,
The world
and
will be better off once the surface dwellers die out.
in X688 somewhere around here. And yeah, as you guys can see, this is
You
Clem.
got some pre-war money?
He's
Come
from
on! I could really use it for the slots.
from the vault, and I kind of didn't want him there because I'm not over there. I haven't built it up, and it's a whole mess.
It was an honor to fight at your side.
You guys just come out of nowhere to talk to me. Yeah, it was kind of cluttered and it's kind of glitched. They don't really travel throughout the whole place when you build it up, and I really didn't want to take the time to build that again. I just wanted to get
I
the,
don't envy
some
you.
some
Succeeding
certain
father isn't going to be easy.
things to build in this settlement, so I ran and did that. And then I was like, I'm not coming back, so I might as well move him to my main settlement, and that's what I did.
A
So
successful mission on all counts, sir.
yes, it was. So yeah, I'm going to build this up more, clean this up. I didn't really do it. I don't have the stuff for it, and then
Hey, where are we headed?
stuff like that actually bogs the game down.
If you're worried, I
there's
won't
build
be
limits and
able
stuff
to
like that for a reason. I've kind of surpassed the build limit once already, and I don't really want to do that again. And
I'll
I've
do
learned my
well.
lesson
Promise.
from doing that the first time on my first player, and I believe that on top of the creation club is what crushed my game. I don't have any more room on it, so, and I believe that's because I decorated every settlement on that game, all of them completely, thoroughly, and just made them different. And there's at least 20 people living in each settlement, and that just, and then I designed them up, and that really just destroyed it. So I won't be doing that again. Not with this guy. If I can get that playthrough back, then I'll show that off. But here is my shop area. As you can see, I wanted this whole shop area to be close to each other. We got Trash Can Carl out here, which is,
Yeah?
I'm kind of glad to see. I accidentally killed her on my first playthrough, was a battle, and she got caught up in it. And then we have Cricket. She's gonna get my video demonetized if I ever had monetization on there. I don't. But yeah, this is let me remember. Is this the quarters I made for the guys? I believe the for the shop, the guys in the shop area. I got one for the guys and one for the ladies, and this is their little place to come hang out. I think this is it. It could be this one or this one over here. I don't remember, but yeah, they have their own places to live. And let me show you inside the shop. Now, if I said before in videos, I have all of the unique 4 tier merchants on this game. It's the first time I've ever gotten them all. There's some up here. I like to make the floors see-through so I can see what the hell's going on. And because I wanted this settlement to be living, I wanted the different NPCs with actual names that had actual dialogue and that didn't look generic and had the name Cellular and it just came out of nowhere. I made sure that I got Preston Garvey. All my companions are here except for Strong, because Strong doesn't like when I get in power armor, and I get in a lot of power armor here, which I'll show you. So I wanted to make sure I got this place taken care of. This damn Brahmin just making lots of noise before, you know, before I brought him here, because I plan on taking him and getting in power armor somewhere else, and I'll show you that in another video if you guys like or whatever. But yeah, these guys are actually pretty hard to get pre-patch. I believe there was a patch that fixed them, but yeah, no thanks. Before you couldn't get the characters on. Looks like we're gonna have a rad storm. You know, something you can't control. This game is the weather, and I feel a rad storm's gonna be coming or something, because it's getting kind of dark. But that's besides the point. You don't care about that. It's gonna make my video hard, but whatever. So yeah, I got Rally, I got Ron Staples, Smiling Larry, I got the Doc Anderson, and then I got what's the name from Volt 81? Right now I can't remember her name, and I like took the hub off, so I really can't see it. So yeah, I got all these guys. She no longer has dialogue. There's the glitch that just takes away her dialogue. She's mute now, and there's still a glitch. I had to kill her brother to get her here. Just some spoilers for anybody wondering how to get her to come to your settlement. I also have a drinking buddy, because like I said, I wanted this settlement to be lived in. He doesn't stay in one place. He likes to move around. He usually supposed to stand around the bar. I thought I didn't have enough room for him to stand back here, so I moved this forward. He still comes and he still walks off. I'm eventually gonna get some chairs and things of that nature, and have it to where these sellers could come in and settle down. I don't want to get in his way. So you can see Hancock's here. Now, there's a glitch on here. For those that know, with Hancock, usually I don't bring him to the settlement, but I haven't done he's not completely affinity for me, so I don't really have an issue. But there's a part in this game where if you get enough affinity, and I guess he'll do something where he'll take one more, get high one last time and kill himself. I don't know why he does that. I haven't only seen the video. I've never gotten the whole thing where it does it. So I thought that was very interesting. It must be something about when you betray his affinity, you do something he doesn't like. I guess he kills himself. It's kind of messed up. But I'm using the male soul survivor, so I'm not gonna be trying to fall in love with Hancock or anything like that. So I shouldn't have that issue. But yeah, this is what I keep the ladies there for the my trade center, because I wanted them to look more professional than the guys, and I pretty much just left this the way it was, added a little desk or whatever. So that's them rat stores are really getting up there. I gave Kate this pet boy. I'm gonna be giving everybody one sooner or later because I don't have anything else to do with them. So I might as well just giving out to people who's in the settlement. If I ever find more named NPCs, they'll come here. I put this here. I had it facing the other way, but I thought, why? If some raiders come, because they do come from this area, I think there's a spawn marker over here. The raiders will show up and they'll come through and attack this place. And I thought maybe it's better for him to be facing this way than it is for him to be facing this way. And then it was sticking out in the road, and that was annoying. So yeah.
Not a lot of folks would travel with a ghoul.
You cool with me. Of course, you also know there's another glitch where you'll have settlers on the roofs and stuff. Usually I just fast travel out, and that usually fixes it. I haven't caught anybody on the roofs on my taller buildings, but on my other playthrough I had like 31 people here. There's 27 in this one. That's counting the companions, so yeah. I haven't I plan on giving him. See, I don't know where he's going. He's supposed to stay by the bar, but he doesn't. I haven't dressed up the security guards yet. I'm gonna give them some combat armor
Can't
when
remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
when I get the chance. I had McCready and
Plenty of folks want to make life hard.
Preston Garvey
Just trying to
doing
survive.
security, but I figured, why?
Willing to stand
I want you guys to be walking around and, you know, doing their thing. And this is like the how you want to say, the main house. You know, you think my original house would be the main house, but I don't really want people in there. You know, it's the soul survivor's home. It's still his home, and he has all these memories. And so I got a bed there, and I got Piper assigned to the bed, so none of the regular NPCs will run around laying down in it. So yeah, I just felt that it was not appropriate. Of course, some of y'all remember this armor from the last video, or one of the last videos I posted. Did a review of this armor, story and all that. I chose to keep the Enclave radio, you know, I don't listen to it, and I missed out on armor pieces, which is fine with me because I don't care. If I ever do that again, then I'll probably keep the armor piece. And this is my museum. I only got like 60 minutes for this thing, so I'm gonna try to make this video as short as possible. I don't want to, you know, make a 60-minute long video that comes in parts. But yeah, this is, I'll get to showing you guys this in a minute. I want to come around back. This is why I have all the props and you know, some mute fruit. I don't usually have like a fence or something, but you know, the NPCs just bump into the fence or get stuck on it, so I just got rid of all of that for this playthrough. You learn a lot of lessons playing this game a few times. So yeah, this is the first few. When you first started, I just started planting whatever I could, and then eventually you get enough people, you need mute fruit.
Not
Not
more ammunition soon.
don't really care
Never
to
have enough of that.
ask the guys to come and trade with me and stuff like that. I just call them to the center of town, and then to do all my trading and stuff there, because I'm not looking for anybody. And this is, you know, Sheffield.
It's like I can finally think straight.
He's one of the first sellers I got to come here. I figured give him a Nuka-Cola, come work for me. He doesn't do anything, but hey, he's a named NPC, so he's good to come here. Added some corn and stuff like here, and then there's a glitch here. The Brotherhood is still Scribe. There's no end game for this character. Every faction is gonna be around to I accidentally trigger a quest. But yeah, I didn't have him with me.
You gotta be careful. Never know when you're being watched.
I'm being watched right now. You never know. It was strange because this happened twice, and I was thought that they were just, how they come in the vertebrates and then they do their thing. But no, it was a mission that I never got from one of the Proctor Ingram, I think. We take the scribe around and he does his thing. He just showed up to this settlement. There was two of them, and of course I have X688 here, so the settlers started attacking him. Actually, Trader Rowley killed him. He beat him to death with a crowbar. Yeah, or not a crowbar, it was a tire iron, but you get the gist. He beat him to death with that thing, and I was like, okay. Thought I was gonna have to save her, but no, she saved herself. And yeah, I was trying to figure out why he attacked, and I think we got Pound and Dance over here. He's still around. And yeah, this is
wearing me out.
it's wearing me out too. This is my other little living area. I think dog meat's here. I don't know what he's doing here. I'm probably gonna scrap this and put in one of the Creation Club refrigerators in here. Of course, they don't have any stoves. That stove's gonna stay. It's kind of messed up, but hey, it is what it is. So of course I got bunk beds. So another Creation Club creation. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. But yeah, it came with bunk beds, and I wanted the bunk beds, so don't want too many what is it? Roll out beds, whatever the hell they call them, or mattresses on the floor. But yeah, I'll get to this other area in a minute. Just going around showing you guys some of the houses. I got the Long family. It's not Wong. Long family in this house. I know sometimes they don't stay assigned to the bed you give them, because I found the husband, was it Jake or Long or whatever his name is, off somewhere, and McCready was in his bed, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not what I want. So yeah, I try to give these guys, these Minutemen survivors, their own beds and things of that nature, and hopefully they'll stay in it. And if I remember correct, oh, this is the barber I was talking about. Yeah, he's over here for some reason. I don't know why he's standing here for. This is kind of strange, but yeah, basic job for basic guys. And yeah, this character I made so I could collect almost everything in the game. I don't think I'll be able to do that. I'll probably eventually have to add some basic mods on this. I already got all the trophies in this game, platinumed it a long time ago, so I don't really care, even though I want to do most of this without the trophy, so that'd probably be last. Of course, this is the Gunners, Clinton and Tessa. I try to put make it where she's you know how she is in her power armor. I had to glitch this thing through it, and then of course it looks tacky, but what can you do? Eventually I'll find a way to make it look like it's supposed to look instead of this nonsense. But yeah, this is the other guy. I didn't have any reason to do one for Clint, and I was like, he just, maybe later I might add it. Of course, this is another mannequin I've set up. This is a Minutemen. It's kind of, thinking about it's kind of messed up to have the Minutemen next to the Gunners. That wasn't something I planned. I just started putting stuff down and starting putting
Someone needs help. We help.
Stuff on the mannequins. Of course, this is Sanctuary. Kellogg spoilers. It's Kellogg's armor. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this video, so watch out for that. And Corsair, guess you could say it's the Corsair I killed. I don't remember where I took that from. And then I'm gonna go to the Institute and start seeing if I could pickpocket some of the gear off of them, so I could put it on display here, or buy it if I have to. We'll see. And then we have the Brotherhood, Captain Kells, and Paladin Brandis. Of course, you know he's the only one with the black Brotherhood uniform. You got the olive and black, and he has the black on black. Yeah, I took it off of him. He's still alive, in case you were wondering. I'm not a crazed murderer. But yeah, I took it off of him, and I don't know if it respawned on him. I gotta go check that out. And then, of course, I took the other Brotherhood members' gear off of them. You can't pickpocket.
Getting late.
Yes, it is.
Best work after dark, anyway.
You can't pickpocket Elder Maxon, which is kind of messed up. He has the best looking outfit out of anybody on this whole game, and when I get the chance, I get his jacket and I display it. I have a upstairs area for here.
So you got a ride of choice.
Something I plan on doing. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. Of course, this whole thing is gonna be like a museum for me to display everything I come across, enemies, named enemies or whatever, NPCs, and I plan on putting on display here because I think that's, you know, just the coolest thing. Because if I'm gonna defeat them and take their gear, I might as well do something with it. And you know, contraptions and workshops and DLC give you a chance to do that, so that's what I do. I have some more slot machines here. I had you know, 4 over there, but everybody was just at the end of the day just cluttered up and went over there, and it was like all 20 something people from the settlement in there, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I need to add some more of these slot machines somewhere else, and that's what I did here. I gotta make sure.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds,
I might have to turn on my light in a minute. I want some more to show you. My first playthrough, I had glitched some shops through these windows, and man, that was the coolest thing ever. Of course, I was the only person coming up to the shops at the time. I didn't understand the whole creation thing, you know, how the shops work. And I thought people would shop at the shops, but they were like gun shops and stuff like that. It was still cool. I would come in. There wasn't level 4 tier shops or anything, so it's not like they had anything special. Cause like I said before, those guys were glitched out, so I couldn't get them to come here, and I couldn't use them. Of course, I might have to go to sleep for this. And,
What's up?
You know, more area for you guys to sleep. I put this makeshift thing here. I usually glitch this to fit, but it wouldn't do it, so I had to just throw it up there and it fitted. Yeah, I put this here because spawn point for raiders and simps and super mutants or whoever to attack your settlement, they come back there and they'll shoot through this wall or glitch through the wall and stuff and come inside your settlement, and yeah, I didn't want that. And I use this from Construction Workshop instead of the little gates they give you, because this is concrete and it's thin and it's simplistic and it fits and there's no mess about it, and I could click them into each other and no problem. And this is something I got from Voltec. As you see, I have some weapons and old school weapons and electricity. I left this truck here because why not? It's not bothering me. It's not in the way. I didn't need the metal. I just wanted to keep some stuff that was here. So yeah. So let me show you. I wanted to make this different. I didn't want it to be like anything else I've ever done. I never used one of these before. And like I said, I have plans for this whole settlement. All this is going to be lit up eventually. I don't know when. But yeah, this is my power source. Yeah, it's insane, and that's why I like it. And this is different. You don't see too many people using the Voltec things outside of the Voltec and inside of the Volt 88 or whatever. So I brought it here, and I tried to get something to block that. It wouldn't connect, so got an open gap there. I have some missile launcher turrets on the outside, and the back is a brick wall back here I built before I put this here. This is recent. I just did this. That's why it's just looking like this. I had to figure how it was gonna work, and I'm kind of happy with it. It looks like it's a whole building, not just some nonsense that I just put here. and I wanted the power. I usually use the regular fusion generator, but figured, hey, can't use this at the vault because they already got enough power there. I might as well use this here. And yeah, I'm kind of happy with it. Not kind of, I'm really am happy with it. I want this whole vault, this whole settlement to have different vibes. I don't want every building looking the same, you know. Like this building and the roofs are different. That's the only thing. And the shop, and I also gave it so everything here has room to grow. I want them to be all the way up to the build limit in this place. So hopefully, I don't know why. Oh, they want to go to play the craps or the slot machine, or whatever. Hopefully, I can get it done. And I might also make this into like a little rec room. Actually, I'm thinking about it. I might add a pool table and some stuff there. That sounds interesting. So I think that's what I'll do with that. Get the guys going there and at the end of the day and stuff like that. But here is my I don't want to say museum, power armor museum, but it's where I put all my power on display. I didn't start going after power armor till I was past level 30 because I know how they spawn. So that's why I have so much X01 power armor, because I waited to go look for it. I only have 2 whole sets, as you can see. And I go to the Adam's cat and I farm that until what's it? I don't remember her name. I don't want to say it's a rally. I don't think it is, but go to her and see if she has it.
Can't wait to get out of this goddamn.
And if she doesn't have it, I'll just load it up again and then keep going till I can get it. These I didn't do that with. I got like 1 piece that way. So didn't really have the patience to wait, and I don't have much power armor paint for this. I don't know how long into the institute before I can get the white paint to put on one of these guys. I had to figure that out, but you know, there's no Brotherhood power armor paint for this, or Brotherhood power armor paint, which I think is a missed opportunity, from at least for me. So it is what it is. This is PlayStation 4. If I can find a mod that does that, I'll get it. If I can't, then I can't. I've taken some of the power armor frames that I had floating around and put them here, so this wouldn't look so empty. This is gonna be like the main display. Eventually, if I get Nuka World, I'm here on this game. If I can get it running without any problems, I'll have a Nuka World where I can get the quantum power armor. I have a similar. This is similar to my main build. That's where I got the idea from. My main character, he has something similar to this. I didn't have it as open as this. It's bigger, but it wasn't open. It's like power armor here. It's not turned. It's just. It's not. It's as open as this. It's the same. It's more. That character has way more power armor than this character does. But you know, that character's at a level 100 and something, and this game's been beaten. And this one I have basically red. I wanted to put up some Brotherhood power armors on display here. Yeah, so just some Brotherhood power armor. This rusted, crusted crap right now. My power armor I got from the Brotherhood, I took it somewhere else. I put it on display somewhere else. I didn't want to, you know, just have it here for nothing. Yeah, so eventually I'm gonna have this whole thing stretched out to here, and if I can find some power armor to put on display, that's what I'll do. If I can't, then I got a chest down here. I'll just dump it in this chest that you can't see until you see I don't have any in there until I get enough, and then I'll just start building power armor frames and downloading paint schemes and painting them. And I had a lane here where it walked through and it had Captain Maxon's Captain. Um, Elder Max's power armor here, and some Paladin armor. And I wish I could have got the Sentry power armor or whatever, but I couldn't get it. It is what it is. That's what I want to plan for this. I'll probably get a mod that's gonna allow me to find a way to get all the power armor for the Brotherhood and color it and have it on display. And then whatever, as you can see, this is the T60 power armor. This is XO1 power armor here, and I don't have the Hellfire power armor on this character. I haven't added that creation club yet, and I'll get that later. And this is gonna be the is it the T51 power armor here? This is gonna be the display for this. I'm gonna have this grayed out. I think it's more appropriate for this to be gray. And then of course the T45 is gonna be up here. So it's like tiers, because no one really wants to see the T45 as the first power armor they see when they come across a power armor museum. They don't care for that. So I figured I'll have it here. It was when I had this. There's no roof because I don't know if I'll have to expand, so I don't put a roof on it. When I had this first did this, it was different because I didn't know what the hell I was doing at the time. I started it out with a wooden building because all I had was the basics. So it was just a wooden building. It was a lot smaller than this, and just power armor. Just because there was no displays at the time, I just had them standing up in the corner, and that's just what I did. Then I got the DLC, and now I put them on display. Yeah, so all the specialty power armor is gonna be around the game. I don't know if my voice and stuff is gonna be heard quite well on this because I can't hear myself, and I kind of turn away from the microphone when I start running my mouth. So I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Hopefully I don't have to re-record this, but yeah. Just wanted to do a little quick run through. It's not really quick because this video is probably 20 minutes or 30 minutes in by now, but yeah. This is my sanctuary. As you can see, this is my power armor museum. It's where I display my power armor, and I could have picked any settlement just for the power armor, but it's out in the open, and there's a lot of it, and I want people here, and they'll come inside and they'll sit around, they'll tool around with some of the power armor, and I might put some chairs and stuff in here so people can come in back and forth, and it doesn't feel empty. This is, of course, but once again, I think this is one of the coolest things I could have did. I wish I could have got this inside, but it doesn't connect like that. So yeah, my power generator room, I'll have lights and stuff up in here one of these days, and so it can be bright and not so dark, and
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
Yo, we can go to the bar in a minute. Yeah, I want to get some more defenses in here, add some more water stuff back there. I probably won't be able to add any more people. I don't want generic sellers in here.
Most folks are just looking for a hand.
Apparently these guys don't know how to get up here. This is kind of weird. Oh, this place is already full. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, and Drinking Buddy's here. Why is he here? That's just the weirdest thing ever. I don't know if he's standing here because they're here and he wants them to get a drink or whatever, but yeah. And couple more spoilers. How you can just
Hear about that farm run by ghouls?
pick what these things do. Of course, I'm robbing these guys blind. They don't know it, but I am terrible. But you really can't undo it once you do it at the vault. So yeah, that's what I got going on, and I might have to change the way I got this because they act like they don't know how to get inside. So yeah, that's my sanctuary. I wish I could be more thorough, but I'm not really used to doing this online, talking about what I built and stuff. But I made this whole channel because I wanted I wanted to show off my settlements and stuff and what I did, and I figured the only people that's gonna care is the people that play Fallout and want to, who even though this game is years old and this has already been done to death. I'm just, you know, wanted to show off a few things, and yeah, it looks like one of those. I don't know where those buttons went, but hopefully I'll figure out a way to fix it. And if I can't, then I don't know. We'll figure out if I can scrap this a little bit. If I gotta scrap this to get it fixed, that's what I'll do. I'll let you guys know if I ever get that corrected. I probably shouldn't have saved it when I seen it was messed up, but it is what it is. So yeah, I like to end the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you know, if you want to know how I put some of this stuff together, or how I got all these the shop guys on PlayStation 4, and what you have to do if you come across some of the glitches, I'll let you guys know. Hit me up in the comments if you want to see more of my settlements, or you want to do a let's build of some settlements I haven't done on this. I haven't really done any settlements on this one. So if you want it, we can do some of that and show you guys how to build some of these stuff. I usually don't know what I'm doing or what I plan on doing until I do it. And if I don't post more videos on this channel, it's because I'm focused on my other channel. Kind of just made this one because I wanted to put some of my stuff video game wise online, even though I'm usually behind when it comes to games. But I don't really play them to, you know, to put videos online. So, you know, I just play what I like and post what I think people might be interested in. So as I said, I want to bring this video to a close. I'll catch you guys later, and like and subscribe, or if you want to, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Would you like a cold one, or did you want to hear a joke?
Tell me a joke.
C, E flat, and G walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, but we don't serve minors in here." Ah, ah, ah. So E flat leaves, while C and G have a fifth between them. Here for a laugh, or did you want a cold beverage?
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
That death on Concord was bad news, huh, Mama? You ever seen